Hey, this is Brian. Good, yourself? Yeah. Let me look when I get back. So give me about probably about an hour, hour and a half. I'm just running to lunch real quick, and then I can look and see what I have or don't have. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I will have my assistant follow up, or I'll follow up with my assistant, but I believe she's already ordered title. Okay. And then I did email Glennis. I do need the credit card for the appraisal, so I did email her this morning, but I'll follow up as soon as I get back. Okay.
Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week. The squad here today looking to put on a show. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Wow, I had not seen this yet. Holy shit.
Turn starts inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
Man, the kick meter's even weird because you kind of black out. Wow.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run.
And I almost wish I'd have wore royal blue or something if I had it.
But that's a solid gain in the return.
Are you off the road now?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They bring him
Okay.
down, but that's a solid
I saw you.
gain on the
I saw
play.
you're making your little run now back in 281 after a couple of remote play games.
And exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I don't even think I could try.
Yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to
Yeah.
manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards of pop like that.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
And that's all it's about.
Play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big.
I had that stretch of 6 games where 5 were really tough, and I was like, I at least got to win. I can't lose more than 2, and I went 4-2 in them. So I'm like, okay, I should make it now.
If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Right.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The back's got it. They try
Right.
the middle, but gain
Right,
nothing on that play.
Right, that's not your goal. So it's like, okay, you know, hey, my goal is much bigger than, and it's even like me. I'm playing DZ, but it's like, hey, that's not my goal. My goal is make a little playoff run.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down.
I threw that right to you. You ran that route for me. Damn. I don't know what my route my tight end was running. I tried to hot route him, and I think the home field messed it up.
Exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic and costs his team in a big way.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
It's like, I like your color scheme, but I hate the field.
But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line, it's Sparks. Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Fresh set of downs, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to run it with the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to throw, it's Robinson. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled after the catch. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you.
And it's just weird passing.
The sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense back out there trying to get something going. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is on target, caught. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They're going to run it. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
He might be the best freshman I've seen ever on the game. Can you edit that? You can, right?
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Dropping back, it's Robinson. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business. Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense comes out to start this drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense in hurry-up mode. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press it, run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. 1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, it's Robinson. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first
Man, it seems like players are running slow motion too.
Has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half was a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that previous play. Short throw complete to the tight end. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. They're going to run it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to throw. It's Robinson. Lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Trying for a 4th down completion. Throws to the tight end. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He was successful with his first attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. Long enough and good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then you see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And now the try here for the extra point. The BAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. offense makes their way on the field. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right here. Running through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Picks up the first, looking for more. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up a first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
We've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Penalty on the defense won't make much difference this close to the goal line. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. He's 2 for 2 so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead in the final seconds. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And with that, they retake the lead. So after the field goal puts them in front, they get ready to kick off here, just needing to avoid a big kick return. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. But you'll love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last